Here's another situation I often find myself in terms of songwriting, and I don't think it's uncommon, where I've got a nice idea, in this case for a verse, and I've repeated it twice, but then I don't have a good chorus to go to. I want some ideas for a chorus. Here I've reopened the song that I used in video 5, where I used the multi-riff feature to generate some guitar parts, and it sounds nice. This is a nice verse. I have this 8-bar section with those little pushes. I'm using 2 of the guitar parts. Changes chords there. Little stop here. And then it repeats again. So that's nice, but I want to go somewhere new after this at the end. And I want to use Band in a Box to help me come up with some ideas. So first thing I'm going to do is open up that song. I'm just going to go under the open menu here because I saved it. And there it is. I need a guitar part. That's what the video is called. Let me just change the key here so it's in the right key. It's in B flat. And these were the chords with the pushes and shots and so on. So what I'm going to do is select an empty 8 bars here because I want to get Band in a Box to generate some ideas for me, but just based on those 8 bars. Let me choose a more suitable style. I don't want this jazz swing. So in our style picker, I'm just going to type in some keywords here to match that kind of guitar groove. There's that muted guitar part. Let's go for that. All right, so I'll just hear a few bars just to hear where we're at with the Band in a Box style. Although again, it's not really the important part of this exercise. Okay, so we're going to use that style. Now I'm going to select these 8 bars, and under here, I'm going to go to the melodist. And here we can have it generate any or all parts of a new song for us. So here's the last melodic style that I chose, smooth guitar, and that's fine. And I want it to generate chords for me. I'm not really interested in it generating a melody. I'm not interested in style changes. And the key is B flat, and it's only for part of the song. And it's starting at bar 17. This is the area that I selected here. First chorus, that's all I'm really interested in right now, and 8 bars of it. So I'm just going to go okay and see what it generates. So here it's come up with a nice potential chorus. Let's hear it. Nice, modulating somewhere else. Nice, taking it somewhere else. Beautiful. And that F sus will lead nicely back to the G minor 7. So now I can bring this into my arrangement. And I'm going to start by bringing some of the parts as MIDI. So let me take the bass and drag it over to my MIDI drop zone and just bring that into the sound over here so that I'm going to have it use the same sound, obviously, for continuity. And we're probably going to need to transpose it up, and I'll probably need to increase the velocities. That's fine. We're not hearing it with the groove. Let me just quantize it and extend this drum groove. Nice funky part. Great. Now let's go back to Band in a Box. And I want to take these guitar parts, and I'm going to take these as audio since I took these original multi-riffs as audio. That way it'll match kind of the sound of the guitar. And I'll drag and drop this in. And I'm going to take the 2 guitar parts. Again, it'll match the stereo guitar that I have going on here. I got these panned. So the 2 parts, hopefully they'll work together. They should. They're coming from the same style and were generated together. Really nice. So there's an idea for a chorus for me. Now let's go back to Band in a Box, and I'm just going to do a save as here to save this as a new version. And let's call this 11 I Need a Chorus. And let's just rename it here as well. And I'm just going to quit this now. Now back in my DAW, I want to add a piano part, and I think I'm going to play this in myself just because I want it to match a bit more stylistically with what comes before. Now I've got my piano sound called up, and I'm going to go to an instrument track and call up the Band in a Box plugin, and I'll show you why I'm doing this in a moment. So here, obviously it's opening up with an untitled song, but I can open an existing one, and I'm going to open the one that I just saved. I need a chorus. I think I saved it in here by mistake. There it is. I'll move it after. But there it is. And the idea is that I just want to be able to sort of see the chords and follow along. Let me just make sure it lines up okay. So there we go. Okay, so I'm just using it as a kind of temporary chord chart. Let me back it up and I'm going to add a piano part. Good. So there's my piano part. Band in a Box has done its job as a chord chart. And let me just copy the verses to continue after this and make sure everything blends nicely. And I'll just trim the beginnings here. And let's hear the transition. Nice. So there I've used Band in a Box to get an idea for a chorus. And I used the very first idea, but you can, of course, regenerate until you get something you like. I just happened to get lucky the first time. Next video, we're going to continue looking at those automatic generation features for general starting points for ideas.